This story will make you question. If you ever truly know the people you hold closest to your heart, pay close attention. Every detail counts. The first time I noticed that expression on his face, a chill ran through my body. Wasn't fear. It wasn't shame. It was something deeper, like he was silently pleading with me not to uncover the truth he was desperately trying to hide. And that's when I realized my fiancé Adam was keeping secret from me. We had been a couple for 4 years, engaged for 8 months, and living in a cozy apartment we'd spent the past year turning into a home. Adam was everything I believed I needed. Driven, charming, and thoughtful. But that evening, when I casually questioned his long work hours, his reaction exposed him. His eyes dropped to the ground, his jaw tightened, and he mumbled something about looming deadlines. It wasn't his answer. It was the way he delivered it, like a man caught in a quiet lie. My stomach turned, but I forced myself to smile. The next morning I knew I needed answers. Wasn't someone who checked phones or searched through messages, but something deep inside told me I had to dig. While Adam showered, I picked up his phone. It was too clean. No missed texts, no social alerts. Not even group chats. That alone raised red flags. Browsed his conversations. Nothing there. Then I remembered Adam recently enabled a fingerprint lock on a separate work folder. My heart pounded as I heard the water shut off. I put the phone back in place and pretended nothing happened. Over the next week, Adam grew more distant. He'd step away to answer calls, scroll endlessly at night, and bristle whenever I asked harmless questions. He wasn't just preoccupied, he was uneasy. One evening I'd had enough. Adam said he was working late again, so I decided to surprise him with his favorite dinner. I picked up his go-to takeout and drove to his office. The parking lot was empty except for his car. I walked in expecting to see him at his desk, but the place was completely dark. Called his cell. He picked up, sounding rushed. "Hey babe, I'm buried in work. Can I call you back?" My chest tightened. "Adam," I said slowly, "I'm at your office." Silence. Then the line disconnected. My head spun. Where was he really? I waited in my car for over an hour, my heart thudding louder each minute. When he finally called back, his story was weak. Something about needing coffee. I didn't argue, but the doubt had already taken root. The next day I chose to go further. I messaged his coworker Lisa, pretending to plan a surprise party for his birthday. When I casually asked if he'd been working late, she hesitated. "Late? Not really. He usually leaves by 6. That was all I needed. I left work early, feigning illness, and searched our apartment like a sleuth. Inside his desk, under faded receipts, was a small velvet box. My heart dropped. At first I assumed it was a second engagement ring, maybe a surprise. But when I opened it I froze. Inside was a thin gold bracelet engraved with A+C. Who was C? My hands shook as I returned it exactly as I'd found it. I wasn't ready for confrontation. Not yet. For days, I played the role of the blissful fiancé. I smiled, made dinner, laughed at his jokes, while my insides collapsed. At night I barely slept, haunted by questions. Then one night while he showered, his phone lit up. A message from an unknown number. "Can't stop thinking about last night. When can I see you again?" My blood turned cold. This was it. I didn't need more proof, but I wanted it. I screenshot the message, quietly emailed it to myself, and set the phone down before he came out. I acted normal that evening, but in my mind, I was already making a plan. The next morning, once Adam left, I dialed that number. A woman answered on the second ring. "Hello." I said nothing, my pulse racing. "Hello, Adam." Hung up. The sound of her voice confirmed everything. Whoever she was, she expected him. That night I confronted him. "Who is she?" he asked, arms crossed, standing in the kitchen. Adam's eyes widened. "What are you talking about?" I pulled out the bracelet, holding it up like evidence. "This isn't for me." "Who is she?" His face drained of color. He said nothing. He didn't need to. That silence told me everything. "You're cheating on me, aren't you?" My voice broke, but I stood firm. Adam rubbed his face. Guilt written all over it. It's not what you think." I laughed, bitter and broken. "It's exactly what I think. No more lies." He finally whispered. "Her name is Claire. It just happened." Those 3 words pierced deeper than anything else. I felt like the ground had given way. But I didn't cry. Not in front of him. I stared at him coldly. Something I never knew I could do. "Get out," I said, calm but trembling. "Take your betrayal and leave." He tried to explain, said it was a mistake, said he loved me. But I didn't listen. I packed his belongings silently as he pleaded. When the door finally shut, I collapsed and cried. Like I'd never cried before. Days later, Claire messaged me, saying she had no idea about me and felt terrible. I never replied. She wasn't the one who promised me forever. Adam was. Now, weeks later, I still remember that look he gave me. The one that started it all. I now know it wasn't just guilt. It was fear. Fear that I'd uncover the truth before he was ready to admit it. But I did. And I left before his lies could fully destroy me. Sometimes it's the silence between words that screams the loudest. Always trust the look that doesn't match the story.